Alright everyone, welcome and thank you for joining. So today we are going to discuss about one of the most important topics in the field of cybersecurity and data security, which is SOC 2 compliance. I am Jagdishan Maji. I work here at Threatsys Technologies as a project delivery engineer. So now I know compliance related presentations are usually the kind of like people usually slowly reach to their phones, but not today. So because we're going to approach this like a story, the story of software, how why it exists, why it matters to both organizations and for individuals as well, and what the real journey of software looks like. So by the end of this session, we'll know exactly what you need to actually achieve the SOC 2 compliance and how it matters for your organizations to make it safer and not just compliant. So let's proceed. Talking about our organization, Threatsys Technologies Private Limited is a certain associated ISO 27001 certified company with experience over 12 years, serving both public and private sector clients across industries like banking, fintech, healthcare, manufacturing, and also oil and gas industries. So we specialize in end-to-end cybersecurity services, including offensive security, compliance audits, and unified managed SOC solutions that combines threat intelligence, behavioral monitoring, and also SIEM for full visibility and protection. So before we jump straight into the definitions of SOC 2 and all, let me set the stage a bit. Why are we even talking about this SOC 2 compliance today? So, well, there is the reality is that every company, whether they like it or not, is in the business of protecting data. So, customers today are not just like asking questions like, do you have security? They're actually asking, can you prove it that you have security or not? So, SOC 2 compliance is the one by which we can give that proof. So, for organizations, it's about trust, right? And for individuals, it's about opportunity. Because SOC 2 compliance opens doors to security, to compliance, cloud, IT, and consulting, almost everywhere now. So with that in the background, so let's start and take the first step and understand what SOC 2 actually is. So alright, let's simplify the SOC 2 thing a bit. So SOC 2 is basically a structured way of saying like show me how you protect my data. So it was created by AICPA, an American accounting body which stands for American Institute of Certified Public Accounts. But don't let that get into your mind or scare you. SOC is not just about like accounting things; it's about systems, security, and also trust. So SOC 2 looks at whether your company's processes and technologies keep customer data and also sensitive data and information you're storing. Are you keeping them safe and reliable or not? Right. So now that we know what SOC 2 is basically, so the next logical questions which we should be asking ourselves is why should anyone care about it? Right. So let's talk about it. So companies actually don't need SOC 2 because they love paperwork or something. They do it because customers demand about it, right? So if your company sells a SAS product or like handles sensitive data for customers or any information, so big clients simply will not sign any contract without seeing your SOC 2, right? So beyond that, we can say SOC 2 like forces organizations to mature. It builds discipline, reduces risk, and also boosts reputation, right? So from a business standpoint, SOC 2 is no longer like optional. It's part of the cost of doing business in the digital world. But what about individuals like you and me? So why should we care? We can give us that point a bit. So let's discuss about it. So this is the part that people don't talk about like enough. But learning SOC 2 is, I can say, not just for compliance systems or teams or about organizations actually. I think it's for engineers, security teams, founders, and even for auditors. So basically, understanding software means you understand that what good security posture looks like. So it means you can contribute to audits, lead initiatives, even guide companies as a consultant. So it's a skill that pays off, and I literally mean it. So software expertise is in high demand nowadays, as we know. So. So as of now, till we have discussed what SOC 2 is, why it matters. So now talk about the basic foundations of SOC 2, like the criteria. So let's see. So SOC 2 revolves around five major principles, which are now known as trust services criteria. So think of them as backbone of the whole framework. So security is one of the most important one, and it is the mandatory one. So the rest, which you can see on the screens, like availability, processing integrity, confidentiality, and privacy, these depend on what your company actually needs, right? So we can say that each of these criteria influences how your systems, your different policies of your organizations, and your different processes which are involved are being evaluated for your organizations at overall. So now, as we understood this part, so let's understand why you or any organization needs software, right? And what are the types actually? So there are basically two types of SOC 2 complaints, which are SOC 2 type 1 and SOC 2 type 2. To understand this, think of SOC 2 type 1 complaints as a snapshot, and SOC 2 type 2 compliance process as a movie, right? So the type 1 here, which you can see on the screen, uh, actually it checks if all the controls are designed correctly today. It's quicker and also cheaper, so it's great for startups. So startups usually go for the SOC 2 type 1 compliance, and SOC 2 type 2 compliance plus 6, it checks whether all the controls actually which you have for your organizations work for several months correctly or not. So it checks or if all the controls which you have in place for your organizations, are you maintaining it properly, and if they're working fine or not over a several period of time, like for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or over a year, right? So big customers or big clients, if you have any, so they'll be needing the software type 2 compliance. So most of the companies, we can say, end up with the SOC 2 type 2 compliance, but as I said, startup companies usually go for the SOC 2 type 1 compliance to get something in hand. I can say yearly, if possible. As I said, SOC 2 type 1 is like a snapshot, and SOC 2 type 2 is a movie. So if your clients are in urgency or in need of software, they'll probably go for SOC 2 type 1. So let's, as we get it clear now, let's talk about the journey and the roadmaps which you can follow to get SOC 2 compliant. So this is the core of the session today, I can say. So the actually organizations go through a lot of processes during achieving these processes of SOC 2 compliance. So here is the process. As you can see, first you have to define a scope and provide different documents and evidences to your organizations. Then the organizations check for your access readiness. They do a proper assessment for your organizations and look for the gaps you have. Then a gap assessment is being done. Then if there are gap assessment found, then as per that you have to implement different type of controls, collect evidences thereafter again, and then after you provide all the evidences, the auditor comes and do a formal auditing process. Then a report is being prepared for overall for a organization. So actually this is the process how it proceeds. So each stage in this compliance process, I can say, requires a lot of planning and coordination between different teams of the organizations. Like tech team is involved, HR, DevOps, leaderships, and legal teams as well if needed. So this is exactly where companies start realizing that what auditors will expect, right? So let's see. How and what auditors expect from you while you moving through the SOC to compliance process or opting for it, right? So when auditors come in, they are not looking for any fancy technology if you have implemented for your organizations or anything like that. They are looking for transparency and consistency which you are maintaining for your organization. So they want proof, not just like false promises and all. So they check your policies, logs, and access controls, device lists, vendor reviews, all the different kind of policies if they have been implemented for an organization properly or not. So they want to see that the evidence that you have actually going through, as you said, you are doing right. So this is where the most organizations fails to maintain the gap, which may now, so let's move forward to the gap part. Let's see where are the gaps that companies usually uh, not follow. So almost in every company, as we have seen, the gaps are almost similar. So maybe there are some gaps on MFA enabled on critical systems. There may be logging systems. There may be policies which are missing. The informal change management or no risk assessments. So none of these gaps mean the company is bad, but it simply means that they have not formalized things yet for other organizations and for their systems which they use, right? So here SOC 2 is the compliance which forces for the implementations of the systems and maintaining clarity in their organizations, right? So obviously that's a good thing. So now let's take a look at the technical requirements which are there for getting a SOC 2 compliant. So SOC 2 requires the technical foundation of your organization to be solid, as you know. So it accesses access control, encryption, MFA, if endpoints are encrypted or not, logs, and also for backups, right? So backups will be strong. So backups, if backups are available for your organization or not. So these things, these are the things every company should be doing anyway. So SOC 2 just verifies if your organization is actually following that or not. And then beyond this technical side, I can say there are organizational requirements as well. So let's discuss about that a bit. So I can say this is the cultural part of the SOC 2 compliance. So which basically cares about the people, processes, and different types you have. So you need employee security training, which is a must for SOC 2 compliance. You have to provide proper training to your employees about different types of updates that is coming to the markets about safety, about different type of safety practices which they should follow in your organizations, about documentation processes as well. So security training documented processes, defined responsibilities, uh, vendor reviews, I can say, and about business continuity plans, which you may have included in policies. You have to provide sufficient and enough training to your employees for that for your organizations to your employees. So these are all the things that prove your organizations operates with discipline and cares about your people in your organizations. So I can say once all these are in place, something interesting happens. Something actually your company starts becoming more secure and not just you can say more compliant. So before focusing more on the compliance process, the company should be more secure, right? So let's see how SOC 2 compliance is making your company more secure. So this is the part customers, founders, and teams love hearing about. So software is not just, as we have discussed till now, it's not just about paper. It genuinely improves the security posture of your organization. So you get fewer surprises, fewer data breaches, fewer monitoring, uh, better security posture, more consistency as per your organizations throughout your systems, stronger vendor oversight, and also customer trust. So your entire organizations becomes stronger and at a safer side. Right. So this is why software has become one of the global standard for SAS and cloud companies these days. Now let's wrap this session up and see what the real journey at a overall looks like. Okay. So in reality, a SOC 2 journey takes more time, anywhere from a few weeks, you can say, to several months. It touches different parts of your organization, starting from engineering, DevOps team, your HR, IT team, and also legal teams as well, if needed. So there are different type of costs, tools are involved, challenges are there, but there are also some trials and errors along the way in the process of the SOC 2 type 2 compliance. But once you reach at the finish line, I think you have something incredibly valuable. So a proven audit security posture is there for your organizations, and customers and your clients actually loves that. So and that brings us to the end of this session. I hope this session helped demystify what SOC 2 really is for your organization, why it matters, and how organizations can successfully achieve it. So I would love to hear questions from your side if you have. So as I can see, we are not getting any questions right now. Let's wrap up this session. If you have any questions, you can just put it in the comment section and we'll get right back to you. Thank you.